Oh, every time I touch the stage, they can look out of my... I want everybody saying when I read this. Same thing, bouncy, same thing. Put your toes in the air. Toes in the air, Labour people. Everybody start to clap, start to clap, start to clap. Sing when I read this. Again. Oh, Shatarabahanda. Oh, Shataba. Oh, put your hands in the air. Oh, I'm going to pray. Oh my God. Sing. I am going to pray. Oh, Shatarabahanda. Oh, Surababa. Eh, Shatarabahanda. Eh, Mama. Everybody, put your hands up in the air for the Prime Minister. I'm going to pray. Prime Minister, fireman, going to pray. Put your hands in the air. Shut up the six. Oh, I'm going to pray. This morning when I rise to pray. If I love the Prime Minister, everybody wave. Everybody wave. Let my people. I'm going to pray. Prime Minister, fireman going to pray. Oh, shut up, Amanda. Prime Minister, every time I have to take you back. The power have to take you back. I have to take you back before I sing. Oh, I have to take you back. Hey. Oh, I'm going to pray. Put your hands in the air for Unity Labour Party. Everybody. I want you to sing with me, sing with me. This morning when I rise to pray. I pray, how I pray, I pray, I pray, how I pray. I pray on Marima, on festival, I just see another bacchanal. Oh my God, when haters. Oh, I'm going to pray. Put your hand up in the air, let me see them. Put your hand up in the air up to heaven. Labour people. Not Leeward people! Not Leeward! Central Leeward! South Leeward! West Kingston! East Kingston! We're going on! East St. George! West, start the wave! Start the wave! I want to pray! Oh my God! I want to pray! Oh! I want to pray! Sing! This morning when I rise to pray, I pray for the mass and festival. I see another bacchanal. Oh, when haters, ready again. Put your hand up in the air. Everybody bounce, everybody bounce. If I feel like when I feel like I would drink from the jump. When we party, and we just push things to the ground. We just scare up in the country, leave one in the town, we make the place from like when Sufa erupt. Erupt. The whole place erupt. Like when Sufa erupt. I want to baptize. Spiritual. How we go? We just sit up and we gone. Turn it up and we gone. Hold on, selector. You're going to hear this one. Prime Minister, you know this is the truth. Prime Minister, this song, this spiritual song, was sung in 2001. 2001 is when? 2001.
March 2001, major victory. And we're repeating it this year in 2025.
So put your hands in the air when this song play. I want everybody to listen to this one. Fireman say, what?
What can you dance again?
Oh, shut up, Amanda. From after, take you back. Fireman say, what? Oh, what can make? When you do strong, Prime Minister, I control the system. I want everybody walk the spirit. Everybody.
Yes, ready, ready.
Everybody. Everybody bend down, run and pull up, man. I want everybody blow all the horns. Blow all the horns. Start the world. What can make you dance? Dance again. I am answering what can make you dance? Dance again. I want everybody jump up for the Prime Minister. I want everybody start to bounce.
Yes, yes, ready, ready.
Oh, I went to war back to India. If I bring them others, I don't want to. Speaking, listen, any mother, any. All ready to go home. All ready to go home. If I say in my village, I'll be people. My good friend says it. Check up my firewood. Let me walk a spirit. Ready again.
Five in a row. That's what the whole of St. Vincent don't know.
Everybody start to sing.
I want to sing.
Let me go.
Sing with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm in labor X.
I'm in labor X.
I make them vex.
I'm in labor X.
I'm in labor X. I go make them vex.
I love you so much.
Yo.
I love you. If you love fireman, everybody start a wave. If you love the Prime Minister, the best Prime Minister in the whole world, everybody start a wave. Everybody start a wave.
Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks.
Leave out your door.
This time is plenty licks.
Leave out. Grace, come here.
Come
Come here, Grace. Come here, Grace. Come here, Grace. I don't get on the people. Put your hand up in the air for Grace Walters. Everybody start the wave.
Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6.
I want everybody to sing the line. Leave out your door.
Knocking boom, boom, boom.
Leave out your door.
Knocking boom, boom, boom.
Grace at your door. Knocking. Comrade. The comrade. Everybody start the wave. Oh. And every time I knock on me neighbor door.
I hear it.
I'm looking for all of them, you know. Wait, see like that. Bounce it again. Same thing, bounce it. Bounce it again. Sabuto, come here. Put your hands in the air for Sabi. Put your hands in the air, everybody. Put your hands in the air for
Hit them for
Sabi.
6. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Leave out your door, knocking boom, boom, boom.
Sabi, hold on, see like
Leave
that.
out your
I have to big up Comrade Julian Francis. All the time, best campaign runner, best everything. I love you very much. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, other entertainers to come. My name is Fireman Upachiplex Megadog, heavy metal punk, undefeated and disputed, silent violence, weapon of mass destruction. The chosen one, concrete with steel reinforcement with specially certified aggregates. His Imperial Majesty, Your Royal Highness, Room 13 and my Super Sunday lucky friends. Somebody say!
Leave out your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. Leave out your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. Comrade at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. The comrade at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. And every time I knock on me neighbor door, I hear it. Oh. And every time I knock on me neighbor door, I hear it. The NDP.
Yeah. There's nothing like a ULP rally, comrades. They could try to copy we all they want. They could never duplicate. They could never replicate. We are the one and only.
If you don't stop blowing the horn, I will not have another word to say. Please stop blowing the horn.
Blow horn, blow plenty horn. Red, Labour people, let me get them. The cushion pen, horn in the rukung pen, all in the donkey pen.
All right. I'm going to bring the next speaker, but I want you to hear two things critically. The first thing is, this week, I guarantee you, you're going to hear a lot of mischief, lies, comments, and make-up thing from the NDP. That is to distract you from the fact that they don't have any proper plans and they don't have anything else to say. The second thing is, tomorrow, listen me good comrades, tomorrow, when you go to the supermarkets, we have been reliably informed that there are a number of supermarket operators who are working with the NDP. Tomorrow you're going to see prices on certain items jump high overnight. When you see that, you will know which supermarket is working with them. I don't got to tell all you, but if you went last week and you see this price, and you go tomorrow and you see this price, they're working with the opposition. You overs? Good. Now, young people, mark my words, I'll go see it. Young people are continuing to leave the NDP in droves. The closer young people get to the NDP, the more they realize they ain't no good. And the more they run away from them. I want us to welcome here a special young lady who has come to the Labour family. She is the former Young Dems president for North Windward. But she is voicing Dr. Grace Walters, Shafika, Nanton.
That's how it goes on. We just link up with my dog, Mineral boss. You know, go side Mineral progress. We know you know nothing with you. If you're not showing no progress, man, we go through life without no stress. Be friends with some people that's hopeless. Cause I'm another progress. Things on them school. I just saw them tongue tan. Ask to where your bread come from. I jail bunk them want see man head pan. I your nice life them want see you dead from. Nah, them can't. You have to go through the season. Dopey but now have no direction. And of them are trying to lead you.
Good night, comrades of Labour. NDP have no direction. And of them are trying to lead you. They can't trick we. Comrades of Labour, youths of Labour, I greet you with love, with energy, and with a keen interest. I have you at heart, just like the team behind me have you at heart. Your presence here tonight is a massive honor. And I believe that the ULP will embrace this. Don't you agree? Youths of Labour, let's charge this evening by acknowledge or esteem members. Blow your horns as loud as you can, because they are here not just for you, but they are here working for you. This evening, you will hear from some speakers. You've already heard from Miss Kissel Peters, the next representative for where? West Kingstown. The woman who cares on and off the job. And I'm not being sarcastic. you will hear from who else other than Orlando Brewster, who will remain the representative for Central Leeward.
When my pencil mark the exits for labor, for who? Labor. Everybody, mother.
Mr. Brewster is the man who demonstrates a genuine commitment to the public good. You hear me? A genuine commitment to the public good. Mr. Brewster, you will also hear from Darren, Rod, and John, the spitting image of what you see as youth progression in St. Vincent and the Grenadines under this administration.
Start a jump. Them can't beat labor. Never.
And guess what? He will be the next representative for South Windward. Do you agree? And of course, you will hear from who? None other than the Honorable Dr. Ralph E. Gonsalve, the visionary leader. The visionary leader. They are all here because of you. They are here to encourage you and to ask for your overwhelming support in this general election. They wish to continue to inspire you to harness your unique qualities, but they can only do so once you go next week and put your vote next to where? The star.
Keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning. Burn down with your vote on election.
To the new voters, welcome to the party. The party that is working for you and the party that believes in you. The party that have interests and have your intellect at heart, your creativity at heart, and you will lead and build SVG. The party that knows your potential. The team that puts you to the forefront. Not now, but it's a long, 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 long time. Youths of labor, this evening is charged, and it's 6, and we ain't taking no licks. Good evening.
People, labor walking for me, labor walking for me. People, red and rally, put up in the air. Red and rally, put your hand up. What? Labor walking for me, labor is walking. Labor walking for me, labor walking. Red people, red and rally, put your hand up in the air. Red and rally, put your hand up.
Come run!
Labor walking for me. Labor is walking for me.
Play low Q, play low, play low Q. Play low, play low. Play low Q, play low. Right. Anybody here from North Leeward? Anybody here from North Leeward? North Leeward. Tomorrow night, join Carlos James, Hans, Luther, James P, Fireman Hooper at Mission Corner in Chateau Belair for a big lime, along with the Dread Lion, the Greased Down Man from Grenada. Tomorrow night, Leeward, turn up!
Oh, when you give me the grease. Oh, grease it down. Oh, when you give me the grease. Oh, grease it down. Oh, when you give me the grease. Oh, grease it down. Oh, when you give me
Leeward! Anybody here from South Windward? South Windward, let me hear you! They have tried just about every trick in the book to try to stifle this young man. But no matter which obia, which deceit, which lie they conjure up, it can't work. They cannot stop the youths. Make some noise for Rod and John.
Father God blessing, well more blessing. Adopt the blessing, adopt the blessing. Them can't stop me.
Comrades, we bless. Blow the hands and wave your flag if you're blessed.
When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, every day of my life I am blessed. Even though me say me praise God.
One John Daran, one John Daran, one John. So we want one John Daran, one John Daran, one John. Well, it's election time. People just lose their
South Wind, what we know is only one John. Comrades of Labour, South Windward, the youth of Labour, good night, and let me hear you say, Labour! Comrades, we have just about 4 days until we make one of the most important decisions here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and that is going out on Thursday and putting your X next to the star for the Unity Labour Party for us to continue the progress and development here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
That one up for my friend, the ones that true and not out. That one up for my friend, when not that about.
Comrades, what we are seeing here tonight shows that the youth is with the Unity Labour Party. We are energized and we are ready to go out to the polls and vote for the Unity Labour Party. We are ready to go out and put our X next to the star. Comrades, as the youngest candidate in this election, I take this opportunity to present to you our 2025 Youth Manifesto. This is a party that is about the youth here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we will continue to work for the youth here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comrades, the other side, they presented a 48-page manifesto with about 15 pages of what they have on their billboard. And if you take away the front page, the content page, and the back page, you have about 30 pages. 30 pages of continuing the work that they say that this Unity Labour Party is not doing. A bunch of lazy set of people and bad-minded people, you call them this.
Rest on their conscience. Oh yeah.
Comrades, since last year, you heard that they were asking and they were telling the comrade to ring the bell. The comrade did such, and they could not take the time to present you with a manifesto. It shows that they do not have your interest, the youth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines' interest at heart, and they do not have St. Vincent and the Grenadines' interest at heart. It's only about them and filling their pockets and selling out passports and selling out the port and the hospital. The NDP is too lazy and too bad-minded. Comrades, I am a product of the education revolution. The education revolution that the other side said that they would consider in the year 2030. We are now in the year 2025, and I'm sure 90% of you could put up your hands and say that you are a product of the education revolution at a tertiary and at a university level here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all because of Comrade Ralph and the Unity Labour Party.
That's who we are. That's who we are. Woo, 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 woo. Whether near or far.
Comrades, as Luke said earlier, the average age range for the NDP is 57. The average for the Unity Labour Party is 47. I am the youngest candidate, 35. And we have other candidates, 3 other candidates that are 40 and under. It shows that the Unity Labour Party is the only party that care about you the youth here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The only party that would continue to work for you here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we have to remember when we go out next week, Thursday, to put our X next to the star for the Unity Labour Party.
Don't worry about a thing.
Don't worry about a thing. Youths, the comrade said, once you go and do what you have to do, he will go and find it so that you could continue on the path of progress and development. That is what the Unity Labour Party is telling you. Not to worry, because we will take care of you, because we are concerned about you and your progress and your development here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comrades, the education revolution includes you owning a skill. You being able to develop that skill so that as we move forward in the next term, when we have beaches and Marriott and all these other hotels, that you would be part of the construction or part of the hospitality industry so that you would earn a job, you would earn an income and have opportunities to continue to excel as we move forward with the free movement between the other countries in the Caribbean. Comrades, that is labor working for you, and that is us working together to own your future here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Education, education, this is the foundation. Our rising population needs sound.
And comrades, over the next term, we will continue to increase the number of tuition scholarship that we offer. When I talk about Taiwan, they don't like to hear me talk about Taiwan. But I will continue to talk about Taiwan because you can't sell out your friends because they have been there with us. We have seen what they have done for us here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and will continue to do for us. That is, labor is working for us with labor foreign policy that allows us to travel abroad and be part of the international arena, getting an education and coming back to help to further develop St. Vincent and
Now sell out my friend, them one day them say the same. Or if them are premature, the world say me.
Comrades, this Unity Labour Party will continue on the path that we are going. We'll offer you more prime grants. Not like the other side that is telling you that they will give you a loan. It shows that it's all about money for them. They don't have your interest at heart. It's about filling up their pockets, comrades. The NDP, in that same manifesto that they launched, only one page in that manifesto talk about the youth here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It shows that they do not have you at heart. And on that one page, they talk about 10 things. And this Unity Labour Party is already doing those 8 out of those 10 things. It shows, as they said in their manifesto, that they will continue. You could only continue something that is already started. So it shows that this Unity Labour Party government is working for you here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we must own the future next week, Thursday, when we go out to the polls and we put our X next to the star. Comrades, the Unity Labour Party has been faithful to us. They have been faithful to us, and we will remain faithful to the Unity Labour Party come Thursday, the 27th, when we go out to the polls. Eminem, let me get this song too, Faithful. When we go out to the polls on Thursday, I urge you, when you wake up in the morning at 4, as the song said, when you knock on your neighbor's door, knock on the door, wake them up and let them know that we have to go together to vote for the Unity Labour Party. We have to go together to stand in the line because our eyes are on the prize, and we have to go out and we have to defend and own our future here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So comrades, if you believe in God and you believe in the Unity Labour Party, I urge you, the choice is clear. The Unity Labour Party is the only choice here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines come next week, Thursday. If you believe it with your eyes and you walk around and you see it, go out and vote for the Unity Labour Party. Stand firm with your ULP candidate. Stand firm with the Prime Minister, the political leader, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. Stand firm with the Unity Labour Party. Comrades, they are desperate and they will be coming with a lot of lies, but let us not study them. Let us keep our eyes. Let us go out. Let us knock on our neighbors' door. Let us walk with our family and our friends, and let us remember to put our X next to the star. We have great work to do together. The Unity Labour Party has been working for you. We will continue to work for you as we continue to own the future here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Young people, Labour is for you. All the candidates here, they are for you. We love you and we will continue to work for you here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Remember, next week, Thursday, go out to the polls and put your X next to the star so that we will continue to own the future together. Good night. We love you. God bless you.
You're too faithful to disappoint me. You've proven yourself in my life, and I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. Hey, da, 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 da. Oh, da, da, da. Hey, da, 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 da. Yes, we worship. You are God.
You are who you are. Yesterday.
Today. What you said.
What you say.
Hush. Hush. Comrades, let we have a heart to heart. Tonight, we came here because of and for the youth. And you know, Labour has always been of and for the youth. I want to, hold on, comrade, hold on, just quiet for me. Quiet, we're having a heart to heart. I want to introduce you to a young lady. Come, Azani. I want to introduce all to somebody. Take out your phones. Don't play nothing yet. Don't play nothing yet, Q. Take out your phones. This young lady here is from a place we refer to as OTR, over the river. In this December, she is completing another round of university studies. She is the first in her family, Lavie family, to have a university degree. She is a brilliant young woman. She's a child of the education revolution. This is what Labour is about. This is what Ralph Gonsalves is about. This is what Grace Walters is about. And this is what we're voting for on Thursday, the 27th of November. Labour, Azani, we are winning! Them can't touch me. When it comes to young people, when it comes to education, when it comes to opportunities, we are the best. We're better than all the rest. And every time a young person goes close enough to them and stare them in the face, they realize them people are not good. They run from them and they run to labor. Young people want to own the future. And young people that get close to the NDP realize that the NDP is the past. And the past deserves to be behind us. Comrades, I want to introduce you to another special young lady. And we told you we will have a special surprise speaker tonight. She is, up until recently, she was the president of the National Youth Arm, the Young Dems, for the NDP. They scared the living daylights out of her. And she decided, I have to get as far away from the NDP as possible. And she has decided that she must be here tonight to tell you why you should avoid the NDP at all costs and vote for Labour if you want to own your future. Make some noise. Here is Vakisha.
Normally, when I approach a podium, I humbly say, please allow me to adopt the protocol that has already been established. But tonight is not a normal night. During the last elections, my political persuasions was different. So tonight, I will be breaking protocol because I broke ties with a political party that pledges emotionally, operates chaotically, and has no clear sound plan for SVG. Of course, I'm talking about the NDP.
I mean, I'm confused. And you say me left. Are you deaf? Me no grow so, me no grow them way there. Me no deaf and what you say? Me say me nah.
Comrades of Labour, young people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, allow me to reset the protocol and reset the narrative. As a new and proud supporter of the Unity Labour Party, this is the party that currently has a clear vision for SVG.
When we outside, it's an ocean of love. All that we align up to the stars up above. Let we dance now, take a chance now with me. And we go jump till morning. Look, the moon gone sleeping. Tell them we not leaving.
Tell them we not leaving. People, this is the pragmatic, and this is the party with real care for young people. Essentially, what in the house? Essentially, what in the house? Essentially, what? This is our comrade. This is our comrade. And we are sticking with Brewster on the 27th of November, 2025. Now you might be listening to me tonight, and you might ask yourself, Why didn't you just leave the NDP silently? Why didn't you leave the NDP silently, Vakisha? No. I'll answer this question because some ask this question genuinely. And some ask this question in an attempt to shame me. But I'll share with you two quotes that I live by. One is often attributed to John Maynard Keynes. And he said, and I quote, "When the facts change, I change my mind. What do you do?" The second quote is one from George Orwell. And it says, and I quote, "In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act." Comrades of Labour, the NDP is a party filled with deceit. And I will not be quiet about that. Comrades of Labour, I was born into what you call an NDP traditional family. And I supported NDP throughout and throughout. But when I saw the belly of that beast, I could not be quiet about that.
I got tired to see me face. Can't get me out of the race. Oh man, you said I'm in your place. And then you draw back,
I'll explain to you my view of politics. Politics is an interaction of 5 P words: people, policies, progress, pride, and passion. It is the greatest tapestry of a nation, woven from the threads of its people, shaped by policies and strengthened by progress. And historically, the tapestry that has always pulled together the hands of those persons who are passionate and who refuse to leave the country to unravel are those people who love SVG. It means that we must focus on people, the intention and performance of those who serve and the people who are served. It means that we must scrutinize the policies of our leaders and how they shape our present and future. We must evaluate the progress of our leaders. And tonight, I'm here to assess 3 of the P's for you. Let us talk about the duplicitous approach of the NDP and jump into the first P, policies and plans. Now I'm going to tell you about the vaccine mandate. When the vaccine mandate was first brought on the global scene and into the conversation of COVID-19, both political parties encouraged all Vincentians to take the vaccine. The NDP, because they operate strictly on emotions and never with clear positions and substantial issues, they are the stance not to agree with, whose executive members and official spokesmen and women went on radio and other platforms to not only say that we need to take the vaccine, but to refer to those of us who didn't take the vaccine in derogatory terms. The same NDP then turned back and said that they didn't support the mandate. Major Leacock, Daniel Cummings, Bud Francois, just to name a few, all made strong statements about the teachers who did not take the vaccine. They bragged publicly that there are MPs on their side who never took the vaccine. But if any of those 3 MPs were to tell you the true reaction of the NDP to them, I tell you what.
And if your night should turn to day, a lot of people would run away and would have kept it.
Let them wear it. When we talk about the falling out between me and the NDP, one of the main reasons that propelled me to voluntarily take my exit was their reaction when I simply reminded them that they too share the same position on the COVID mandate. I reminded them based on their political utterances. Thank you. This was at the point when they were ready to use the mandate as political mileage. I cautioned them that they should be careful who they use to talk on the issue because of their own previous statements. Comrades of Labour, they watched me as a bony girl and they became very disrespectful and almost wanted to threaten me because of my view. I joined the New Democratic Party as Young Dems president, even though I did not share their view on the COVID mandate. And that position on the mandate did not trump the issue. It was their reaction to my opposing view. And guess what? We see it throughout social media how the New Democratic Party reacts to opposition.
When the roll is called out, I'll be standing taller to face the darkest and the hardest of time. You can call me by my name, I am ready to roll.
But you know who? In our telephone conversations and in our email conversations, you know who never cussed me for my opposing views? The Comrade Ralph. You know who never disrespected me for my opposing views? The Comrade Ralph. We had all sorts of philosophical debates on the COVID-19 vaccine. No disrespect. Something that the NDP doesn't know how to do. Comrades of Labour, I use that first example to highlight that the NDP plays on the river, on the bank, and hide and seek with policies. They say one thing today and something else tomorrow, whatever is convenient for political support. This brings me to another point of their approach to policy making. Now, the NDP previously put forward a position on China. This was unprompted. They were not forced to talk about China. After varying reactions to the public, in this political cycle, the NDP has gone silent on the China-Taiwan issue. No amount of questioning gets the NDP to discuss what their current foreign policies are. Students are asking about their scholarships with Taiwan if the NDP wins and the NDP is mute. Skilled workers are asking about the future of skilled programs that are funded by Taiwan and the NDP is mute. And so we must send them a clear message on November 27th that their silence to our serious questions, our votes will be speaking.
We stand strong. Yeah, we stand strong. Stand up like a man.
For all their initiatives, it appears that the NDP has centered all of its revenue around the Citizenship by Investment program. Now, the ULP has constantly put forward its views on the CBI and its development. However, if you ask the NDP any substantive question about CBI, they go mute. Well, let them stay mute and let them stay in opposition.
Everybody! Mother! Labor of the world, please lift up. Mother! Comrade of the world, please lift.
The NDP did a manifesto that mentioned CBI on a little page 37. Read it if you think I lie. It is the most generic plan you can find. And while they place it there, they never talk about it with people who want to discuss the ins and outs of the CBI program. You cannot put forward a policy and back every time it is challenged on developing information in the industry. We have to call the NDP the back party.
Beavers, hey, beavers, hey, beavers, hey, beavers, hey, beavers, hey, beavers.
versatile, way back. Be versatile, way back. Be versatile, way back.
Comrades of Labour. Comrades of Labour, I promise you if you blow your hands, I won't walk off. You could blow your hands. Blow your hands. Labour, blow your hands. Let the NDP hear your hands. All right. Comrades of Labour. Comrades of Labour and young Vincentians, I want you to understand why we cannot afford leadership that is 1 foot in and 1 foot out on all of their policies to rule our country. Our Caribbean region is currently exposed to destabilization based on US-Venezuela issue. One of our very own Vincentian scholars, Dr. Emmanuel Kwashi, wrote about it and joined Caribbean leaders in discussing the geopolitics and the militarization of our Caribbean waters. We cannot afford a leader who will remain mute when war can be at our doorsteps. We have seen the stellar leadership of the Dr. Gonsalves administration when it comes to foreign policy.
Again, we don't leave where we come rise. Show me the red. We don't leave where we come rise.
We're still on the topic. We are still on the topic of the manifesto. Now the NDP produced an almanac with photos and highlights. The only thing that the NDP didn't say is when it's full moon and when it's first quarter. They put everything in it. In this almanac, they are telling Vincentians what they think sound pretty, what they think sound nice. Now let me tell you a story. When I was in high school, every now and then when I went to buy KFC, they would ask me what kind of drink I want. And I would tell them, give me a cola. Then I would say, add some food cocktail, because I wasn't sure. And my friend said to me, Vakisha, that is what you call a rundown. Now I want to tell you, the NDP has given us a rundown and call it a manifesto, because they put everything in it without any clear thought.
Blow your nose and not your mind. I know that you are not, so make up your mind.
We need leaders who can make up their minds about our future. The manifesto speaks about free this, free that, reduce this, reduce that, like if SVG having a flash sale. But they have no estimate of costing, no real plan of achievability, just fluff and fraud. Young people, let us stick with the flavor we know that we're certain about and reject the rundown manifesto of the NDP. I want to ask you a question. Do you think that the NDP knows that a term is 5 years? Because I don't think they know that it runs beyond 60 days. The NDP went in the manifesto and spoke about poor relief without knowing what the poor relief is. They spoke about the yes program wage without knowing what the wage is. How do you know that they understand that a term is 5 years? On the other hand, the Unity Labour Party is clear on their foreign policies. They have definitive and sound policies. The ULP has made it clear that they will remain friends with Taiwan. They have made it clear that they will continue to give thousands of university scholarships. They have made it clear that they will continue with low interest on student loans. The NDP came hot saying they will lower student loans to 4.5%. When they found out it was already 4.5%, they simply came back and said, we will continue this, we will maintain this. Throughout their manifesto, you will see a whole set of, we will continue and we will maintain. And that is clear that the NDP knows the Labour is working for me.
Period, people. Labour working. Labour working for me. Labour is working. Labour working for me. Labour work. Labour work. Labour work.
Now I want you to see what I have in my hand. I want you to understand that this thick production is a general manifesto. And this is of indoor sporting facilities that are being built. We have the bigger, better, fast fund that provides over $250,000 to prepare our track athletes for major sporting meets. The ULP is also bold and the ULP is inclusive. In this youth manifesto, the ULP is prepared to further provide young people with laptops, to unlock digital enterprise, and to establish a national center for digital innovation and artificial intelligence. You have to clap for that, comrades.
Dreams of brighter days highest days
Now that we've talked about policies, we are now going to talk about the people. We have to assess leaders who make promises to us. Young people, I want us to reflect on a few things. Now, the NDP pledged EC $100,000 in bursaries and pledged its assistance to rebuilding homes after Hurricane Beryl. Dr. Friday said this is a natural disaster that requires a national response, which means that all of us have a part to play. In that press conference, Dr. Godwin Elliott Lorraine Friday opened his own mouth and pledged to the young people of the Southern Grenadines. Nobody sent Dr. Friday to say that. Nobody forced Dr. Friday to say that. And I wonder if that's why when I went on their website to try to review their manifesto, it kept saying loading. Because the bursaries are still loading. And the assistance to Southern Grenadines is still loading.
In the hairy bank, all the money gone. In the hairy bank, all the money dead. In the hairy bank, in the hairy bank, in the hairy bank.
No, I want you to understand that an NDP government will not reach us. On November 27th, when they ask for our vote, tell them it's loading. And when it manifests, it will be a vote for the Unity Labour Party. Imagine that. A seat that they can rely on for votes. The constituents could not rely on them for assistance. The song, Lean on Me, when you're not strong, I'll be your friend and I'll help you carry on. The NDP cannot relate to that, and they have shown you they're not your friends. And you dare not remind them of their pledge to the Southern Grenadines, because they will go mute and their supporters will curse you, but curse never frighten nobody yet.
In the hairy bank, all the money gone. In the hairy bank, all the money dead. In the hairy bank, all the money gone. In the hairy,
Young people, tonight is our night. SVG is our country, and the Unity Labour Party is our choice to govern this country. Understand that shaky leadership won't take us forward. Understand that promises with no clear plans won't take us forward. Understand that we must own our future. As young people,
Our voices are powerful and must be heard. Not shut down by a party, not ridiculed by a party, not mocked by a party. But this was my reality in the NDP. And now they constantly go around asking, what did the comrade pay you to go and speak on behalf of him? Comrade, can we leave the secret? What did the comrade pay me to speak? I'll tell you something. The secret is, the payment is decisive leadership. The payment is steady leadership. And the currency is youth. My encouragement, young people, when you are ridiculed for speaking about politics and when you are asked about payment, understand that you do not need to be paid. Let your principles pay you. You do not need to be caged. Let your conscience speak for you. You do not need to be afraid. Let the spirit of Haruna embolden you. And most of all, you do not need to abstain from voting. Let your vote speak for you. Vote for policies. Vote for people. Vote for progress. Vote for the Unity Labour Party. My name is Vakisha John, and I support Labour. Thank you.
In our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Near me, when you're not wrong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you.
to say a special thank you to Vakisha.
When you're not strong.
And I want tonight to invite Vakisha not to leave the stage, but to take her place up here among us. We are officially welcoming you to the Labour family. You are a family and we love you. Please take your place. Q. Q. Give me something for the umbrella people. You know rain can't stop labor people. We just walk when we are. Umbrella dance. Hey. Hey. Over there, over there. Hey. Over there, so. Go check it out. Oh, God.
6 runs from 1 ball. You hear that? You know what I mean, my boy?
There we go again.
You know what I mean? Now
push up the block, guys. Push them up.
Sweetest that I junk does free. I have a red but don't make me push it.
Cut that.
I have a red but.
Cut that. Anybody here from Central Leeward? We have an artist from Central Leeward. And he sing a tune. He say, this one you're bad. This one you're bad.
Stand clear the moving truck, please.
Yeah. This one you're bad. This one you're bad, bad, bad. This one you're bad. This one you're bad, bad, bad. This one you're bad. This one you're bad, bad, bad. Never massive. Wave. Who voted for Brewster? I voted for Brewster.
Clear the moving truck, please.
Somebody say label. This one you're bad. This one you're bad, bad, bad. This one you're bad. This one you're bad, bad, bad. This one you're bad. This one you're bad, bad, bad. Come general, come general. Watch me. Who voted for Brewster?
I voted for Brewster.
Who voted for Brewster? Put up your voting finger. Who voted for? Show me them. Show me them. Up, up, up. This one you're bad. This one you're bad, bad, bad. This one you're bad. This one you're bad, bad, bad. This one you're bad. This one you're bad, bad, bad. If you voting for Brewster, show me your finger. Show me your voting finger. Show me your voting finger from your voting for Brewster. Watch me. Show me your voting finger. Show me your voting finger if you're voting for Labour. Watch man. I want you to go out and vote. On November 27th, go out, vote. When you go out and vote, Central Leeward, we voting nothing but around the Brewster. This one ya. This one ya.
Bad, bad, bad.
This one ya.
Bad.
This one ya bad, bad, bad. This one bad. Somebody say label. Watch me. Hold me there.
Time to deal with election.
Hold me there.
Ring the bell.
Hold me there, Q. You see the NDP?
Maroney.
They're just full of bag of lies, you know. They always talking lies. You see the artist Flanker? The other day, I went up in Vermont and I meet him, sit down and say, Flanker, I'm to you. Flanker said to know the man, they may give me no money yet, you know. The man, they may pay me run it.
It's time to
They
deal with
don't know.
election.
Watch me.
Ring the bell. Neighbor massive money until we outside.
What? We are the Labour massive left there. Wave. They're now with 4. They're now with 5. They're now with 6.
Yo, 6 outside.
They're now with 4. They're now with 5. They're now with 6.
Yo, 6
Watch
outside.
man. Comrade ring the bell. Brewster ring the bell.
Someone go ring the bell.
Watch some more to ring the bell. Carlos ring the bell. Watch me. Outside. Black getting vexed outside.
Somebody call him at house.
Friday tell him they all lies.
Easy Lionel.
Say who gon' run it? Who gon' let this? NDP can't win.
Never.
I tell you that they can't win.
Never.
Labour massive. On the November 27th, you will come out to vote. Wave.
Then now we 4. Then now we 5.
They want with 6.
Yo, 6 outside.
I love all about.
Then now we 4.
They want with 6. They want with 6.
Yo, 6 outside.
Come and ring the bell.
This one you're bad. Make some noise for Grabber. Whoa. By the way, All you know already, it is well known that the Chinese have certain operatives operating media houses in St. Vincent and the Grenadines working for them, right? And it have some of them Chinese operatives among us here tonight. When you see them, just say ni hao. When you see the Chinese operative, watch them and say ni hao.
Everybody, mother, labor of the world, please lift up. Mother, comrade of the world, please lift.
Are you ready? Central Leeward people, make some noise! Are you ready? Dr. Orlando Brewster!
I was buried alive.
Comrades of labor!
I don't know what tomorrow may bring.
I don't know.
I got a feeling. I am alive.
There must be a reason.
I was given one more chance. My heart's still beating.
Sing with us.
Buried alive. I'm still breathing.
No matter what the NDP try.
I don't know what tomorrow may bring, but I got a feeling.
I got a feeling.
Now I am alive. There must be a reason.
For a reason.
I was given one more chance. My heart's still beating. Now all this time I've been blind.
Yes.
Only running against the wind. Friends of mine pass with time. After living a life of sin,
many give up.
Many give in. It's my determination to win. I survive the worst of times.
I survive. Q. I have an army here from Central Leeward. And I want to tell them how much this comrade Orlando Randy Brewster loves the people of Central Leeward. So Q, line it up for me. Let me love upon the people them in Central.
Do anything for you cause I love your bad.
I love your bad.
Cause I love your bad. Give you all that I have cause I love your bad. I love your bad.
I love your bad, Central.
Do anything for you cause I love your bad. Find the highest mountain cause I love your bad. Give you all that I have cause I love your bad. I love your bad.
I love this band. I love this band. Anything you want. You're getting it.
Anything you want, anything you need, anything you feel for.
Comrades and friends of labor. It's a magnificent gathering here tonight at the Richmond Hill playing field. And I can see in this gathering a ton of young people. And if you had anywhere else to be tonight, I am telling you, this is the place to be. Because this event tonight is not about me. It's not about Sabi, or Camilo, or Comrade Ralph. It's about you, the young people.
Labor people, start a jump. Them can't beat labor, never. Labor in my veins and my liver. Them can't beat labor, never.
I want you to listen to me for a few minutes. And I like to start by taking you back
down memory lane for a little bit. In 2020, when I decided to run on the ticket for this Unity Labour Party, as a young man coming into Labour, there were many who attacked me. There were many doubters and naysayers. And one of the reasons why they doubted me and they wanted to say no was because I was young and I didn't have a big surname. But I want to tell you this, young people. There are many who will not believe in you and what you are capable of. There are many who will doubt you from the outset. But I don't want you to throw in the rag. I don't want you, young people, to give up. You must hold the faith. And I want to say also that no matter how hard the NDP try, with the operatives from here and there, they can't beat Brewster in Central Leeward. And they can't beat Labour in 2025, come the 27th of November.
Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows it, bravo, a champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows Chris Cale is a champion.
I will say this to you. I am happy tonight that my sister has come home to Labour. Because she's a young woman who has exceptional talents. And she was in the wilderness for a little bit. But I'm happy that the good Lord has taken her out of the wilderness of the NDP. And she is now seeing the bright light of the Unity Labour Party.
There's a natural mystic flowing through the air.
And I want to say this also. They will cuss me. They will cuss her. But we have a comrade and his back broad. And he has a team, an exceptional team. And every one of we have broad backs. So when they come with the arrows and the slings, we can defend, we can protect ourselves from the vile and the nastiness and the bitterness of the New Democratic Party. I say this to them, hate and evil and bad mind will never win in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
My background.
Tell Friday.
My background.
Tell them what you say.
My background.
But I tell you this, I'm an ancient warrior.
My background.
Tell Major.
My background.
Go across the border.
My background.
I'm a hard man.
I want to talk to the young people. Because on Thursday, the 27th, it's a major day here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a day whether we choose St. Vincent and the Grenadines to continue to move forward or we go backward with the NDP. It's a day when you, the young people, you have an opportunity to demonstrate to your parents and your grandparents that you are staying with the Unity Labour Party. And you may ask me, why are you staying with the Unity Labour Party? Because the Unity Labour Party from since 2001 has offered better plans, better programs, better projects, and better policies. Tonight we launch a magnificent document called a Youth Manifesto. And in this manifesto, we touch on every aspect that is important to the young people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I know one of the aspects that is very important is the future of housing as it relates to young people in this country. The NDP had a manifesto. By the way, you know, they ain't bring out no youth manifesto, you know. They bring out a general manifesto and stick a piece in there and say, we're doing this piece for the youths, for the young people. But the Unity Labour Party, every election since 2001, we have produced for you, the young people, a blueprint that will guide for the next 5 years. And 2025 is no exception. We do this from our heart. We do this because we want you to know the foundation that we have laid for you to carry it forward.
Too far to turn back now. Too far to turn back now. We marching, you and me, on to victory.
I want you to listen carefully. In the NDP manifesto, not the youth one because they ain't do none, they don't mention one single thing about housing and how much houses they're going to build, who they're building them for, and how you can go about getting them. But take a look at the Unity Labour Party Youth Manifesto. Even in this, we are saying to you, young people, that we are bringing for the first time in St. Vincent and the Grenadines housing for young professionals. And we know that we have a lot of our young people abroad studying, and they're going to come back home. And when they come back home, they don't want to live with mommy and daddy. They want their own place. And if it's one political party that you know will deliver when it comes to housing, it's the Unity Labour Party. We just had Hurricane Beryl. And you would think that the NDP will put something about how they're going to continue the repairs as it relates to Hurricane Beryl. If you're looking for that in their manifesto, you're going to look until the moon turns into the sun, because there's nothing there. And I want those of you who we still have some work to do on housing to take note. In their manifesto, they're saying to you, we are going to give you loans to help with your repairs. But our government, we have committed to you, the people, that after every natural disaster, because we know those that are affected most are the poor and the vulnerable. And we have committed to you that after every natural disaster, that we will help you to rebuild your lives and your livelihoods. So while the NDP is offering loans for you to do repairs, the ULP is holding your hand and genuinely saying to you that we love you, we care about you, and we're going to help you to rebuild and to rebuild better than you were before.
'Cause I'm committed to keeping this love alive. I'm committed, staying in love with you.
I want you, young people, to get a copy of this, because I want you to read it wholeheartedly. In there's a message from Orlando Randy Brewster, and I want you to go and look at that message. It is a message that speaks about a young man coming from a family that was ridden with poverty. And because of the Unity Labour Party, its policies, and Comrade Ralph, I was able to make something of myself. And this is not unique to Orlando Brewster. Because if you're a young man or a young woman and you want to do something positive with your life, this Unity Labour Party will always be there to hold your hand to get you to the next level.
Played out. Oh, and pray, 'cause nothing I can do. So I'm giving you the best of me. I'm giving you the best of me. I'm giving you the best of me. I'm giving you the best.
Young people, I have been speaking at the majority of the rallies and village meetings. And many have asked, Bruce, I ain't tired yet. And I tell them, the Lord called me while I'm young and strong. And I ain't tired yet. And you may ask, why am I not tired yet? Because this election is not about me being tired and lazy. This election is about preparing the way for the next generation. This election is about owning your future. And what does it mean to own your future? To own your future means that you have to take all the opportunities that we present to you with education. You have to grasp all of the opportunities in housing. You have to take up all of the opportunities with jobs in the tourism sector. And by the way, I want to talk to the young men. I want you to hear me this. When we are returned to office after the 27th of November, we are going to roll out a robust work plan as it relates to construction in this country. We are going to build over 3,000 homes across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we're going to build major hotels on the Leeward Coast here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So I'm saying to you that you have to prepare. Prepare for the jobs in construction. Prepare for the jobs in heavy equipment. Young men, don't sit back and relax and say nothing will happen. The Bible says, ask, and it shall be given unto you. Seek, and you shall find. We, the Unity Labour Party, is naturally the party for the young people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And on the 27th, we are going to do our part. Our comrade leader and our entire team. But we cannot do it alone. And I know that there are some young people on the fringes. You're unsure what you're going to do on election day. And I want you to listen. Because elections, they have serious consequences. You may have watched your grandmother struggle for years. You may have watched your grandfather struggle for years. And now you have an opportunity to do something with yourself. And how can you take yourself to the next level? You have to make sure that you join us in defending our country, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There are some that are lined up to sell out our country. But St. Vincent is not for sale. There are some who are waiting to suck the berries. But St. Vincent is not only for a few. So we have a task to accomplish on Thursday. And I want you to join with me, young people, across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because we are working hard for you. We are working hard for this country. We do not want those naysayers and the back-minded people from the New Democratic Party to put their hands in this. We have a lot of work to do, young people. And you got to join in the Labour family. You got to be a warrior on the 27th of November. And you got to go to the polls, and overwhelmingly, we have to elect that person who is running for Labour in your constituency. You have to put your X next to the star. Don't trust the NDP. They want to take St. Vincent backwards. They are ready to sell us out to the highest bidder. But I am defending my country. I am defending it from the north to the south, to the east, to the west. And you have to join me in defending St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Raise that song, Emma. Here I come. Tonight is a beautiful night for the young people. On the 27th, the night of the 27th, I want to hear across St. Vincent and the Grenadines that the Unity Labour Party is going back into government for a sixth term. It's just one thing we ask of you young people. Join the Labour family and let us do it together. We ain't leaving no one behind. Comrades and friends, I want to ask you one question. Just one question. Are you ready? Are you ready for an overwhelming victory come the 27th of November all across St. Vincent and the Grenadines? I want to hear the songs of Labour. I want to hear the young people, and I want to hear you re-elect this Unity Labour Party. We love you. We are working for you, and we will continue to work for you, the young people. If you're ready to vote, show me your rags and show me your flag. Let us go to the polls and do what we have to do. I love you and God bless you. Young people, we are depending on you. Let us do it for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. God bless and thank you.
There's just one thing, Lord, I ask. Don't let me leave behind an unfinished task. Lord, here I cry, you've run the race, you have everything. These words I long to hear the Savior say. And when my life on earth is past, there's just one thing, Lord, I ask. Don't let me leave behind an unfinished task.
Easy, DJ Q. Comrades, I can tell you something here tonight. I know what is going to happen this Thursday. Do you know what's going to happen this Thursday? DJ Q.
Ralph win back. Yo, Ralph win back. No come back straight. Ralph win back. Ralph win back. Them coulda Ralph win back. Them coulda be. Ralph win back. You see we. Ralph win back. ULP. Ralph win back. Me not care. With the Friday say. Ralph win back. Ralph win back. Me not care. With the cat say. Ralph win back.
And they say Ralph win back. Say Ralph win back.
Ralph win back. Yo, Ralph
Alpha win back. No come back straight. Alpha win back. Alpha win back. Them coulda Alpha win back. Them coulda be. Alpha win back.
Are they ready to go again? Are they tired? Are they want to go home? We got Massacre backstage. We got World Boss on the stage. And we have Skinny!
Labor! Ready! Tell them say we ready! And we ready! It's 6 and the 10! Tell them labor! Somebody say labor! Do me this! Everybody salute! Start to march! Start to march! Stand up! Put your right hand in the air! Where's it? Labor! We coming in stronger than ever! We coming in stronger than ever! I said, six in a row! Everybody start jumping! The labor! Army, the labor, army is a nation of red, a battalion of red, oh, it's time to revolt to the future, time to we stand up and shine bright, and I have a message for them youths, yeah. Listen. So that we kill them with love. Everybody put your 2 hands in the air like this. Coming in strong. Everybody jump. Everybody take out on them. Everybody with the labor. Army. Army is a nation of me have a army of people. Me have a army of revolution. I am the general. Bomber drop, and me up the city lock. Bomber drop. 1, 2, 3. Look you, give me 1 second. Some of you now start to support Labour, and that's fine. All newcomers to Labour, let me see 1 hand in the air. But if you're supporting Labour since 2001, everybody put 1 hand in the air. Hey, go so. Put your hands in the air. Hey, how we go? Yesterday was today's, so we say labor. Yesterday was, so we say everybody 1, 2. Everybody say labor forever, labor. Ready. Red blood in with me. Watch me. If you know, November 27th is victory. Put them up. Yesterday was today's, so it's a labor. Yesterday was everybody. Put your 2 hands in the air. 1, 2. Everybody labor forever. Red we say. Labor forever. Red we say. Forever. We say labor. Red we say. Labor. Whoa, we say. Salary jump up. It's 6 chair jump up. Listen.
They say you have 10 minutes, Skinny, to activate the Labour Army. And I don't want to see 2 fingers. I want to see 1 finger for this next one. Give me cue. Where's your 14 finger?
Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour.
Everybody, 1, get ready. Everybody start tune. Everybody say,
show me your 14 finger. Raise up your 14 finger. Show me your 14 finger. Raise up the 14 finger.
How we go?
Me and my neighbor,
voting for Labour. Somebody say, me and my neighbor,
voting for Labour.
Somebody say,
we voting the comrade back.
Yeah, we voting the comrade back.
Alright, me and my neighbor, voting for Labour.
Me and my neighbor,
voting for Labour. And them all sing
comrade with the $1,000 day. And they all said,
with the $1 million day.
Front up.
But why them not?
Look, it has some people in the back. I cannot see them because you're a little far. But this is how I want everybody to represent. When I say show me your 14 finger, don't stand up on the spot. Show me your 14 finger. When I say keep them down for now, let me go. Keep them down. Keep them down. When I tell you show me, everybody show me.
Me and my neighbor,
voting for Labour. 1, get ready to go. 1, 2, everybody jump.
Show me your 14 finger. Raise up your 14 finger. Show me your 14 finger. Raise up your 14. Alright, me and my neighbor, voting for Labour.
Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. Somebody say,
we voting the comrade back. We voting the comrade back. Alright, me and my neighbor, voting for Labour.
Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. And the accent comrade with the $1 million day. The accent comrade with the 3 houses day. No, why them not ask? Who said all the youth school and make the youth then not on school? Why them not ask? If you're supporting comrade, jump up.
Voting for Labour.
Everybody sing. 1, 2, somebody sing. That's my time. No? Listen, if you try this one, you wanna pretend it. Jump, jump. You know I rolling with my friend them, jumping with my friend them, climbing with my friend them. So I will defend them. If you're just my friend them, end up in a problem. I wonder who send them. Yeah. Tell them. This is what I want you to do. Look, if you have something red, open your red flag. Open up your red flag. Open up your red flag. Turn up, turn up.
If I feel like what I feel like, Jacob.
Look, everybody open your flag. 1, get ready. 2, get.
We make the place rumble. The pen superhero.
This is what it's like. This is what you do. Look at the person next to you. Lift up their hand. Look at the person next to you. Lift up their hand. Lift up somebody's hand. We jumping as one. Lift up somebody's hand.
Come up and every with me. So when we come to play the ladder, we must up and turn up. We like a everybody jump it up. Love you. Before I leave the stage,
Before I leave the stage, we try to make sure people get home in a timely manner. But guess what? Before I leave the stage, give me one final wave. Before I leave the stage, if you have a red rag, if you have a red flag, if you don't have nothing in your hand, put them up in the air. 'Cause we must up and turn up.
They can't beat labor. I say they can't beat labor. And Ralph,
show me the five. Yo, labor people, start a jump. Them can't beat labor, never. Labor in my veins and my liver. Them can't beat labor, never. Show me the five.
Show me six, show me six. Easy Q. And remember tomorrow night, North Leeward turn up, Mission Corner, Chateau Bel Air. We got Fireman, we got Hans, we got Luther, James E.P., Carlos James, and straight out of Grenada, the grease it down man himself, Dread Lion.
Labor of the world, bless lift up. Mother.
Comrades, I want to tell all you something. Over the last week or so, the NDP and their mischief makers have been all over St. Vincent and the Grenadines, collaborating with their Chinese operatives friends in the media to publish all kind of things about how much money Ralph Gonsalves has. Before Ralph Gonsalves... Q. Before Ralph Gonsalves became Prime Minister, he was always a hard-working man. He always worked hard for his money. And you know what else? He always shares his money. This morning, there's a video all day circulating of a man in a yellow shirt. The man had in his head conjured up a different image of Friday. He thought Friday was this great man. And he said he meet Friday buying some barbecue. And he said he asked Friday, buy a barbecue for me too, please. And he said, Friday, he push your hand in the pocket and give him $5. He said, he's not going nowhere behind Friday again. There are many people here. Many of you here have gone to Ralph Gonsalves because you need this or you need that. You need to bury your mother or your father. You need to travel. You need medical assistance. All kind of thing, your bills paid, and he will push his hand in his pocket, and he will never give you $5. Friday is a millionaire, and he don't care about anybody else. When they're talking about Ralph money does share for everybody. Friday money belongs to himself and the millionaire friends. Make some noise. There is only one world boss. Look at me.
Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men
who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Recall Bob Marley, who's been fighting for our rights. Recall Rodney Price, he's been fighting for our rights. Recall Burning Spear, recall Culture Joseph Phil, recall Miss Lou Fitzroy, they've been fighting for our rights. Recall them.
Comrades and friends of labor, young people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, this crowd assembled here tonight at Richmond Hill playing field is by far the largest gathering of individuals at any political rally for any political party for this season. And this is one of the largest political rallies ever undertaken in the history of St. Vincent.
Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Me can't sit down. No, me can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Me can't sit down. Say me can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Me can't sit down. No, me can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Me can't sit down.
Tonight, the young people have been starring. We have heard them all. Our young candidates, and of course, our very special comrade who has come home to labor, Comrade Vakisha John. Something is wrong with the NDP. When at one and the same time, they could lose Shafiqa Nantan, who was their leader in a critical seat, North Windward, and could lose their national youth leader in Comrade Sister Vakisha. If Barracuda come out to sea and tell you about shark, believe them.
Young, gifted and black. Oh, what a lovely, precious dream to be young.
And tonight, we have heard, which is a fact, that the Unity Labour Party has a very young slate of candidates. In fact, there are only 3 of us who are in the older group. Curtis, Jimmy, and Comrade Ralph. I'm the oldest of all. You must have a patriarch. You must have a patriarch. And the ancient Hebrew people never threw away their patriarchs, because in the patriarch resides knowledge and understanding and wisdom and experience and judgment. And you can't buy those things off the shelf like cornflakes.
I'm too experienced to be taking for a stroll. Too experienced for someone to rock and roll.
But equally, we need the energy and will and the vision and skill of the young people in the Unity Labour Party's leadership, including our dynamic young women, to which we have now added at the leadership level Comrade Sister Nantan and Comrade Sister Verkisha Jan. And I will get into the manifesto. But I want you to know that other than the three candidates which we have spoken about, Curtis, Jimmy, and myself, the oldest of the next group is my son, Camilo, at 53. I say this to you, that when Luke gave this statistic about the average, there's another statistical concept called the mode. That is the number around which most of all those numbers aggregate, where the cluster. And that cluster will be in the young 40s. Our youngest candidate, and the youngest of all the candidates, is Rodan John. And Rodan John has done his first degree. His bachelor's, his master's, and is finalizing his PhD in the area of computers and information technology. And inside our manifesto, there's a critical role of science and technology in helping to take us to the first world status. And a critical role for artificial intelligence in our lives, our living, and production as we move towards a first world status. There is nobody offering himself or herself in these elections with the skill and the knowledge in this very advanced field of first world technology like Rodan John. The man is like the most advanced motor vehicle, and against him, the NDP put the equivalent of a donkey cart. One living in the past, and this young man is in the leadership to take us to the future.
All I know is God is holy. Protect your life, it's the one and only. Evil people will kill you slowly.
Then in West Kingston, there is Kisal, KMP. Already, she's a lawyer with over 15 years under her belt, and she's in her early 30s, mid-30s going up. And you can blow as many bugle and horn as you want in her head. It doesn't disturb her. But there's a grumpy old man against whom she's running, Daniel Cummins. He couldn't take the noise from the pilgrims that pray and praise up in Sharps. He stoned a church because of the noise. And this time, he say, if you don't stop blow the bugle, I shall sit down.
If you don't stop blowing the horn, I will not have another word to say. Please stop blowing the horn. If you don't stop blowing the horn, I will not
blow
have
your
another
horn.
word to say. Please stop blowing the horn.
Labor man could take horn.
Plenty horn, red horn, bloody horn.
And then we have a man from Central Leeward, Orlando Brewster, a young medical doctor who is joined by Dr. Grace Walters, who has a PhD, a doctorate in nursing and in nursing administration, to strengthen our team in health as we move towards the first world.
Father, protect me from all of them. Why you think me build more now? So me no need nobody hard again. All people when me call me friend them office.
And Luke Brown, who has grown up before our very eyes, the only Rhodes Scholar ever from St. Vincent. Only Rhodes Scholar to the prestigious University of Oxford. He did economics and maths at university. He did a master's in Oxford in statistics. He went on and studied law. He was a fantastic Minister of Health and built more facilities than any Minister of Health hitherto since independence.
I believe in myself. Give it teach.
And he's running against a big youth named Bramble, and the shine already knock off of Bramble Ball, because at the end of the month, when people go to him and ask him, Bramble, help me with something, he say, comrades, I can't help you, I scrunting myself. Yeah? Ask the young men on the block. Bramble running away from them like how John be afraid holy water. I am giving you a synopsis, but I ain't get to the manifesto yet. Leadership matters. Vashika has told us tonight what we already knew, and then some more. We knew that Friday was lazy. We know he was weak. We know he was indecisive. We know he's a fake. But the genius of Vakisha in her analysis is to pull all those things together and said, Friday's leadership is chaos. It is chaotic. It is confusion. That is the consequence of laziness, of weakness, of indecisiveness, of being a fake. And what is that result? Chaos, confusion. The strong leadership of the comrade and the others in the ULP since 2001 has produced for this country unprecedented stability, political stability, good governance, and unprecedented progress in every material particular. And without political stability, you cannot have social and economic progress.
Yes, me friend, them set me free again.
But I ain't get to the manifesto yet. I'm into preliminaries, important ones. And this is another important one. I have in my hand here the printout of 8 lawyers, activists from Trinidad. They arrived today. An NDP lawyer of no real political significance, though she thinks otherwise, went to pick them up. And I want to read their names to you, because what they do, what they have done is they bring them here to work on election day and between now and election day. I want to read their names slowly so that you all can play back these names online. And if they don't pay attention to what I say, I will put all these photographs online so that the people will see those who have come in from Trinidad who want to be engaged in a process to see if they can interfere and to try in some way to distort and undermine our electoral democracy and to prevent the necessary and desirable victory on the 27th of November, Thursday this week, for the Unity Labour Party.
You think you are good?
Now, let me begin by telling you that all these 8 persons are Trinidadians coming to interfere with our electoral process. The first thing I say, lawyers, you come here to work, you either have to get a work permit or you have to have a CARICOM Skills National Certificate, which is approved by the government, the issuance of which is approved by the government of St. Vincent and Grenadines. So if you come here and do any work for the NDP, you are working here illegally, and that is a criminal offense. I want to tell you, I do nothing but welcome them with labor love. But as we welcome you with labor love, you follow our rules, and you can't go inside of a polling station because you're not a Vincentian to come to interfere with our process. And you can't come wrong our polling stations to say that you're going to do this or do that. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is not Tunapuna. It's not Curep. It's not Pinal. It's not San Fernando. It's not Morvan. It is not Lavantil.
Mash them down, ya lose. All them are rinse and a browns. Down them blacks will have to move. Come, we go mash them down, ya lose.
And I want to read their names slowly for you. They think in all my jumping up tonight, I break my glasses. But that's all right. I could still see through it. It's only the only one of the handle over the ears them, you know. But that's all right. I have others. I have spare, so don't matter. The first one, a woman by the name of Arissa Maharaj. A-R-I-S-S-A, Maharaj. M-A-H-A-R-A-J. That's number one. Number two is another lady named Kelly Bihari. B-E-H-A-R-R-Y. Number three, Ariana Sami. She don't look like Darren Sami. She look better looking. The other one is an older fella named Kenya Murray, also a lawyer. And then there is Letitia Samaru, S-A-M-A-R-O-O. Letitia. Then there's another woman, Sarah Carraz, C-A-R-R-A-Z. You all didn't know that all the name was going to call up on program like this with the comrade. Stay out of my business. Stay out of my business.
Satan company, them are snipers. Satan company.
Then there's a fella named Aquila. Sorry, another woman, sorry. Named Aquila Williams. A-Q-U-I-L-L-A. Williams. Then there's a fella named Kirk Hogan. He doesn't look like Hogan with the worldwide wrestling. He don't look like him. Kirk Hogan, H-O-G-N. And then there's another woman named Vanessa Castillo, C-A-S-T-I-L-L-O. You hear me? They're right here. They came in this morning. They think we win election by trying to block road from people coming to a rally, or trying to see if they can go and get us a principled comrade like Massacre to not perform for us. That kind of low-down worthlessness on the part of the NDP is an example of how they have behaved with bad-mindedness against everything that is progressive and good that this government has tried to do since 2001. So I serve notice on all those who have come, whose names I've just called. You work in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you have to have either a work permit or a CARICOM Skills National. If they were from Barbados or Dominica or Belize, where we sign on complete freedom of movement, well, you could have come and work without work permit, and you could have come and work without a CARICOM Skills National certificate. I'm telling you the lie now. You're lawyers, you should know it. And I know what the defense of the NDP, you know. They ain't coming to work, they coming to help. Well, you know, you coming to help. The fact that you give free service doesn't mean you ain't working, you know, according to the law of this country. They put you up in a hotel. They got to give you food to eat. They have to provide transport. All that is part of your remuneration in coming to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Under our law, you're a barrister, you can't contract, but that don't mean you don't work. It's an area of the law with which I'm greatly familiar. But apart from the law, I'm saying to them politically, their involvement here is unacceptable. And those who have received them, and those in Trinidad who send them, I am warning them that they cannot function in St. Vincent and the Grenadines without all the legal requisites complied with. And also, they will have to deal with the supervisor of elections, who no doubt will give instructions under the law. You see, last time, they come and they behave in a particular way during COVID. But this time is a different time. And this man, as you know, I am a dopey conqueror.
You pick him up, you lick him down, him bounce right back. What a hard man for did. You pick him him up, you lick him down, him bounce right back. What a hard man for dead. Them say the cat got a 9 life, but this man got 99 life. Cause them pick him up, them lick him down, him bounce right back. What a hard man for dead.
5 of them, others, entertainers and activists, were to come in from Trinidad to be here. I talked about them 2 nights ago. They went to St. Lucia. Philippe could tolerate them. That's Philip business. But I talked about them, and they saw the wisdom of not setting foot on the soil of Châteauguay, because Châteauguay Picty will deal with them with labor love in peace.
Island is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say. This island is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say. This island is mine.
I'm going to tell you the name. Some relatively low-level performers. Defeated politicians among them. Councillor of this or that place in Trinidad. I'll tell you their names. And look out still for them. The leader of the pack, his name is John Michael Alibokas, otherwise known as Macamillion. I don't know if Macamillion means he got plenty millions. I don't know. John Alibokas. The second one is Orlando Octave. I'm calling them out by name. So all the labor warriors would know them. And when they meet them, we treat them with labor love. As we always do with persons who come. But don't interfere in our business. We might give you some chuchu cake to eat. We might give you some blackfish tongue barley. We might give you some sprat. We might give you some shark and bake. But don't interfere in our politics, or you will see a side of us which Paul, servant of the Lord, had advised us upon. Another one was Kerry John. You know, you want Kerry John? We helped to take care of him here for a year. Between April 2019 and April 2020, when he couldn't go into Trinidad when Trinidad did lockdown. We had to take care of him so he knows our labor love. And then there's a fella, a low-level performer by the name of Swappy. All you hear about Swappy? You ever hear about Swappy? His real name is Marvin Davis. And then the last one is a fella named Spine. He's a performer too. And he's associated with Zigboy Records. His actual name is Sean Stewart. I'm giving you all their names. So you can meet them anywhere. Please treat them with labor love in peace. But tell them do not involve themselves in our politics or try to support the necessary and desirable victory of the Unity Labour Party.
Them are wicked heart. Them have too much evil thought, but Jaja will guide my body. Yeah.
John Alibokas had said in St. Lucia that he was mandated by the leadership of the UNC, the ruling UNC in Trinidad, to go to St. Lucia and to come to St. Vincent. Not on the basis of any commonality of policies, but on the basis of a color. a color called yellow. Imagine that's where politics reached now in the Caribbean. I know the color yellow. I don't like the color yellow because it's jaundice. And jaundice does give lockjaw. And if you take tetanus injection, you're dead. But in Trinidad, the Prime Minister said, and I believe her, she said she didn't mandate anybody to go anywhere to St. Lucia or St. Vincent. She said she didn't interfere in anybody else's election. And I thank her for saying that. And I believe her because I think she's an honest woman. I believe in her honesty. So I don't know who UNC financiers send this other lot to come to St. Vincent because they want cheap land and they want the port and they want a hospital where they want privatized. Understand that the purpose of the NDP right now, the NDP is operating like a cash machine. And the passport sellers, the Chinese companies, the people in the developed area in the Southern Grenadines in Ganawan, and the UNC, this group of UNC financiers, that they, among others, want to buy this election. And Friday and the NDP, having been bought, want to sell the country. And that is an issue on the ballot on the 27th of this month. And believe me, you have to express your disgust with the selling out of our country, the selling out of our patrimony, and defend it. Young people, it is your interest primarily to save your country. And I expect you to go to the polls and support the Unity Labour Party on the 27th.
Them no inna my leg, no inna my leg. Them I put a little bit of money and weed no reach somewhere.
One other matter which is preliminary. On Friday, in the various newspapers, we published 2 notices. One drawing attention to the constituents of Kingston. The other one, the constituents of the Northern Grenadines. And each of these notices point out in East Kingston that Bramble is a Canadian citizen. He has a Canadian passport and has been using it. And is therefore disqualified from being a candidate in these elections. And that Friday is the same thing in the Northern Grenadines. To vote for them, you're wasting your vote. Because as sure as the sun rises, if perchance they win their seat, they will lose them in the law courts. And all these notices which we are printing, and we are going to print thousands to be circulated in East Kingston and in Northern Grenadines, to bring it to the attention of the voters, that if they were to win their seats, we will take them to court. And when they lose because they are disqualified, by doing this wide circulation, it would mean that there is no by-election. And whoever comes second would be the person to represent those persons in East Kingston and the Northern Grenadines, respectively. They think we're joking. They think the ancient warrior are joking. They think I put down easy? Yes. They say I'm a country bookie. They say I'm a country bookie. But you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, put this country bookie as your prime minister for the past 25 years.
After this, them dead. After this, them dead. After them dead. After this, them dead. After this, them dead. Yo! Them a go get 5 in a row. What? Come where I go reach them back. What? The 5-star general of this thing locks up on 11. We are voting back. Them a go get 5 in a row. What? Come where I go reach them back. What? The 5-star general is the leaks boss. When the bell ring, one more cutter. Well, them all have practice. I'm not that comment.
In these elections thus far, the Unity Labour Party has put 3 important documents and 1 book for your consideration. The book is a book authored by me called Caribbean Regional Integration, because it is a bedrock to all what we are doing. We couldn't fight COVID without CAFA. We couldn't fight the volcanic eruption without the Seismic Research Center at UWI St. Augustine, Trinidad. We can't fight disasters without the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency. We can't fight crime and security issues without the regional security system. Our economy can't be held together without the monetary union headquartered is in St. Kitts, and so on and so forth. And I had to write a book on that so that the intelligent people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines will have an idea that as we are moving nationally and regionally and with our global connections to a first world nation status within 15 years.
We got a country to build, and if we don't do it, who will? We gotta come up with some kind of plan to salvage what's left of our nation.
You know that I treat public policy very seriously. You can have fun and games, and you can make jokes and memes. I laugh at some of them too, about the comrade. But come Thursday morning, it's not a morning for jokes. It's not a morning for memes. It's a morning to save the soul of our country and our patrimony, and for the further development of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and its people, and for a vote for the Unity Labour Party.
Majority rule. Majority rule. Majority rule.
You can't please so NDP people, you know. When I put on too much weight because Mary, Elizabeth, Janice, and Sandra give me plenty food when I pass by, they say Ralph is a big belly man. When I lose the weight, they say, well, how you pull down so? But one thing I tell them, as you have seen over this campaign, I may be old in the face, the brain is good, and the fact that I might be old in my face, it ain't affect my waist, you know. I tell you, I'm young in my waist. No. So the first document is a book. The second document, which is also online, you can go on Amazon, and thousands of this have been circulated, called Developing SVG as a First World Nation. All the policies and programs and timelines for us to become a first world nation. That within 15 years, what you have in London, Paris, New York, and Toronto, you will have in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And in many cases, even better, because our climate is better than theirs. Listen. I have great ambition for you, you know. And for the last 25 years, we haven't misled you. We've brought you from being a poor country to be at the top tier of the high level of human development. They can't answer that, you know, because the United Nations says so. And we are on track under the ULP policies for a first world nation. And you, the young people, have a very special role to play in it. This is the second document. Then there's a manifesto, the National Manifesto, of 107 pages. Published a week and a half ago, 10 days ago. 7,000 copies have been distributed. And it's online on the very night when we launched it in Connery. On the other hand, the NDP in the opposition have 5 years to produce a manifesto. 5 years, you know. Not 5 days, not 5 weeks, not 5 months, 5 years. And when it came to them having their launch of their manifesto down in Curtains on Thursday, they put up the manifesto and then they pull it down. And as Vakisha tell you, they had so many mistakes in it that they're always telling you, you can't see it, it's loading. And it ain't finished loading yet. I never see a dump truck take so long to load. This is 4 days before the election, and we bring a special Unity Youth Manifesto, and the NDP still can't yet have their national manifesto. They want Vincentians to buy a pig in a bag. We will not do that and sell out our country to a set of people who are unworthy of government.
When the wicked trouble you, oh yes, when them trouble you, oh yeah, put and sing a song, keep on the whole of them.
You know, imagine this. You know, when I was in the old colonial days, I don't know if they still teach the children, because they still teach them some old colonial songs. The Grand Old Duke of York. You remember that old thing? He going up, he coming down. Just like NDP manifesto. The Grand Old Duke of York. And when they're halfway up, they're neither up nor down. And they load in the modern parlance. of information technology. These can't be serious people. These really can't be serious people. Let me ask you something. And I want to repeat the question because I raised it earlier. You heard two persons who are in the NDP youth leadership. Shafiq and Anthony in North Windward and Lakeisha John. If you have young people of this quality, you will do everything to make sure that you don't lose them. What is it in the NDP? They don't like bright young people? Or is it that the grumpy old men who run in the NDP, because you could be old and don't be grumpy, you know, are they so dyed in the wool that they can't stand young, bright women? Do they have in their head the old-fashioned notion that the place for a woman is that she must be barefooted, ignorant, pregnant, and in the kitchen? Is that their view of our young women? Is that why it's so easy for them to agree with their English advisors to say that young people, women must breed for $500?
Them dangerous, them envious, informer, laba laba too much them.
This youth manifesto, which we have here, and as we launch it here tonight as I speak, the office will be putting this up online so the world can read it. The NDP has 10 points in their manifesto about young people. 8 of those 10 points, we're doing far more than what they're saying. And the other 2 which they put forward, they make no sense at all. So in short, they don't have anything for young people. I want to tell you what we have here. Jobs, growth, and wealth creation guaranteed under the ULP. And we set out the pledges in those respects. Youth in agriculture and fisheries, youth in the arts, sports and fitness, pledges to make SVG into a sporting powerhouse, youths in tourism, a healthy future for youth. Let me just pause here and say something. In the NDP manifesto, all the speakers before pointed out some mistakes they made in the manifesto. But I want to add a couple from the health sector. They say their big plan is to build a hospital. But which world they live in? We're building a $300 million hospital. The most modern hospital that you would have anywhere in the Eastern Caribbean when it is completed. And that hospital, if you put the NDP in, will be brought to an end because they intend to send Taiwan away. And therefore the project closes down. The next thing they say is that they will build a clinic in every constituency. Well, in the 15 constituencies in this country. You got more than one in a clinic, in a constituency? Which world they live in? You can go down, you can go through them. Let me start. Let me pick an example. North Windward. You have one in Connery. Sorry. You have one in Fancy. You have in Oya. You have in Sandy Bay. You have in Overland. And then you have 3 in Georgetown which serve up there too. The 24-hour special clinic, the smart hospital, and the modern diagnostic health center. Friday, where you live? All right. You live in Canada. Well, let me take you down in the Grenadines. I know you're a temporary resident in the Grenadines. By the way, you know, a board come and tell me about a conversation in which Friday and a lady who's close to him and somebody else, they told him, we don't like this idea, what we're hearing from some of the NDP people, that if they don't win, they're going to cause riot. And his answer, well, if they want to riot, that would be their business. I'm a Canadian. Canada go take me out if there's a riot. About tell me about that conversation. And it's a conversation which is believable. Let me go to the Grenadines. Help me, Chevon. There's a clinic in Ashton and there's one in Clifton. There's a hospital in Clifton. Yeah? There's a clinic in Myro and there is one in Canawan. There's a clinic in Mustique and there are 2 clinics and a hospital in Beckway. Where all you live in? Friday, Dr. Fisher, which wall you live in?
Hey, Friday, where is the thing you promised where? Remember Friday, the big fat 100 grand you promised where?
Let me tell you this. Imagine Friday pay Molly Dan, who disrespect him. Then Thursday, they had an underwhelming crowd at Curtains because, you know, I don't tell the hospital authorities. If any time they run out of anesthesia when they're going to an operation, don't worry. Call Friday and let him talk. You go put people to sleep, so don't worry.
They're going mad, mad. All they try to try. They're going mad, mad.
Yeah, there's no. At Curtains, the fella Idonia, the fella say, I am here to big up